Hi friends, I'm back with another yoga offering. Let's keep doing yoga. It's a good thing to slow down and get in our bodies. So as you do that, please take care of yourself, which might mean moving at your own pace or skipping things or changing things that don't work for you. Let's begin sitting today. If you have something to sit on, you might grab a blanket or cushion. We'll begin with eyes closed. Start to slow down your breath. And the beginning of our practice could be very similar to the beginning of a meditation. Setting the intention to be present with what's happening. Some kind of anchor for that presence. So here that could be your breath and sensations in the body. And a commitment to come back every time you notice that your mind wanders. And as we move through our physical practice, you may notice some poses, some situations are easy to be with, and others are more challenging. And there's definitely benefit in having those easier moments so we can rest in presence, come back to ease, and then in the challenging situations, see if we can do it there as well. That each pose, each shape is maybe just a challenge to our presence. Can I be with this? Just like this. So you're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. And let's begin by taking the right arm up. We'll bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow. Take it back. Drop the ribs, draw the belly in. So with that perspective, it almost doesn't matter what we do physically, because each thing we do is just an opportunity to pay attention, to notice what's happening and be with this. To release, bring your right arm up, open it out, take it across, and then hook with the other arm, hugging it in as close as you can. As you do, draw back through your shoulder. Let's release, arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around, interlace fingers at your waist, pull the knuckles around, elbows go towards one another, and then circle your right shoulder. So hopefully in this practice, and most of the practices I offer, we're going to move our bodies in all the ways a body can move, getting to all the tight places, the weak places, all the different things. Let's reach both arms back and then fold forward any amount. So that might be just dropping your head, could be coming part way or all the way to the floor. So when we do that, there is a very good chance that we will increase flexibility, increase strength, increase health and well-being, all wonderful benefits of this physical practice. Let's release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from hands on knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. Take the left arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, take it back. So change may happen, positive change may happen, but rather than that being the only goal or the main thing we're doing, letting that be a side benefit. So regardless of any change, what we're doing is simply a meditation. And instead of doing it in stillness, we're bringing our meditation into action. Can I do something I care about? Can I do something that may bring up lots of things for me? And be with it and relax into this, just like this. Let's bring the left arm back up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in. And my hope is that this is some kind of bridge between the peace of, being alone, quiet, and the peace that I want to have in the chaos of life. Like while I'm parenting, while I'm making decisions, while I'm acting in my life, can I also find peace in action, in doing? Let's release, arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around, interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top. Elbows go towards one another, and then circle your left shoulder. Reach both arms back, fold forward any amount. So in those poses where discomfort comes up or your body doesn't do what you wish it would, those are wonderful opportunities to expand your capacity. Can I feel this? Can I notice all that's going on right now and let it be just like this? It's going to be like this whether I let it be or not. It is a practice in surrender. Let's release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Roll your way back up, still holding the knees. Pull the chest through, come to an upper back arch, and see if you can drop the chin so the back of the neck is nice and long. And then round back. We'll bring the feet to the floor and hold behind the legs. You can put a little pressure up on the backs of the legs to round even more. And then roll up from the base of the spine. Arch back, but also lean back. So heart's lifting, abdominals engaging. And go back and forth between these two positions. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Now exhale back, release your arms and come a little lower. Inhale, roll up. Same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Let's take one more. We'll hold this last one. Come up. Holding here, lifting up away from the sit bones and lean back as much as you like. Lift the chest as much as you like. Working where it's useful. Letting go what's not needed. And then release. Round back, hold here. So you can choose how low you go, working where it's needed, softening and releasing what's not needed here. And then release. Come all the way forward into a high push-up position. Spread your fingers, hands shoulder width apart. Connect your head to your heels, whole body in a straight long line. Shift your weight forward to lower down, and then come into your back bend. Cobra or up dog, as low or high as feels right for you. And back to down dog, hips high. You might pedal out your feet here, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. Waking up the backs of the legs, hamstrings, calves. Any movement that helps you get into your body. And then drop your knees and sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. And you might set a little association for yourself when you settle into your rest, whether it's child's pose, down dog, something else. Let that also be a time to reset your commitment to presence, to slow down your breath again. To come back into your body, what you're doing right now. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left, and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Lift up through table, come back through down dog. Walk your hands and feet towards one another and hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Maybe a sway or shake out. Bend your knees a little more. Slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's step up to the front of the mat. We'll bring hands together. Feet can be together or apart. Come into mountain pose, Tadasana. This is another place you might collect yourself, just setting little associations, reminders for presence. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Step or hop your feet back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Please take the time you need for all your transitions. Here we'll take 5 breaths. That could be in down dog. You could also come back to child's pose, to sitting, onto your forearms, really any neutral shape. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog. When you're ready, take your right leg up, bend your knee to your chest, and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. From here, lift your right hand, tip over, bring your foot to the floor, and then lift the hips, wild thing. You can play around here, experimenting, exploring in any way that's interesting for you. Let's bring the right hand back to the floor, thread your right leg out to the other side, and lift your left arm. And again, explore what's interesting. Find your way back to down dog. Could be through a vinyasa, could be just stepping back. Slow down your breath. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Take your leg a little higher, left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across. Send it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Lift the left hand, tip over, wild thing. Lift the hips. How do you want to move? What feels good to you? What feels useful? Bring your left hand back to the floor. Thread your left leg out to the other side. Lift your right arm. You could twist. You could bend one or both legs. Find your way back to down dog, however you get there. And then settle into a good rest. Could be down dog, could be child's pose, could be sitting. Letting go. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips sink low, head reaches high, shoulders drop low. Last breath. Release. Inhale, lengthen. step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Sink low, deep bend in the front leg. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple blocks. Can I be present with this? Just like it is, however it is. Step back. Warrior one. And this surrender, this acceptance that I'm talking about is not, does not mean we don't still take action. So in the doing, in the action, in the continual going towards, can there, moment by moment, be a surrender into how it is? Last breath. Release. Optional handstand swing. So if you want to, bring your hands flat to the floor, swing the left leg up and down, getting a little air time. You can do as many or as few as you like. Eventually, finding your way back to down dog. Left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Sink low. Continuing to fine tune. So being present with what's here, feeling fully, using what you feel to continue to take action, that it doesn't stop. And zooming out to just bless it all, just like this. Tip forward, standing splits. And using this embodied practice, my hope is that it's like leaving breadcrumbs for myself, so I know how to do that out in my life where it matters even more. Step back, warrior one, because let's be honest, does it really matter if you get this warrior one pose just right? Stakes are low here. So we can keep going towards better alignment, full expression, all of that. And let it be just like this. Release, make your way back to down dog. So you can go towards balance, grace, lightness, and make space for clunky, awkward, heavy, whatever's here. Finding your way to a good rest. Coming back to a sense of ease where it might be easy to do so, so we deepen that groove. Have it be so familiar it's easy to slip back into. Last breath. Just come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Let's take a few balancing poses. So let's bring the right ankle above the left knee. Sink the hips low. So this can be a nice stretch for the right outer hip. Go towards a flat back. So even if your back is rounded, keep going towards flat, lengthening out. And arms can be out to the side or prayer position. Now, if any of you want to try an arm balance, you could bring your hands to the floor. If you can get your hands flat, you can hook the ankle and knee into the upper arm, just like crow, and shift your weight forward. More weight in the hands, less weight in the foot, and then possibly extend that back leg up and back. If you were in your hands, make your way back to your foot. Let's rise up, and we're going to bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Come up, open it out. Other arm can be out to steady you. You can keep your leg bent or straighten it part way or all the way. Notice if your right hip starts hiking up. See if you can drop it down so hips are level with one another. And then release. Shake that out. Same thing, other side. So we're going to cross the left ankle above the right knee now. Sink the hips low, going towards a flat back. Arms can be out or prayer position. If you did so on the other side, you might attempt that arm balance, and you don't need to get any further into it than you get. Just working with your body. The goal is presence. Maybe extending that back leg back. If you were in your hands, come back to your foot. Let's rise. Left hand to the inside of the left foot. Open it out. Other arm can be out to the side or at your hip. Possibly extending part way or all the way straight. Being aware of left hip hiking up. See if you can drop it down, even if it means you need to bend your knee. And then release. Shake that out. Let's take a quad stretch balance. We'll bring the right leg back. Other arm can be out to steady you or at your foot. And if you want to take a fold here, you can lean into your supporting leg, a block, or the floor. Whether you're upright or folding, can you let the back of your neck be long? If you did fold, find your way back up. Same thing, other side. Left leg comes back when you're ready. I sometimes get a little lightheaded in that. If you get lightheaded too, go slow or even sit down if you need to. So other arm can be out or at your foot, tail dropping, belly lifting. And stay upright or fold. That might be into the supporting leg, a block, or the floor. Breath deep, back the neck long. If you did fold, come back up. Let's bring feet hip width apart. Hands to the top of the buttocks. Take a little back bend here. And this could be gentle, subtle, or deep. Keep the heart lifting. Try not to collapse the lower back. And head can be forward, up, or back. Fold forward. If you're able, grab your big toes with the first 2 finger and thumb. Lengthen. Fold. We're going to make our way back to down dog. If you want to get a crow pose in on your way, you can. And step or hop out of crow when you're ready. You can also just take a vinyasa or simply step back. From down dog, hop on through to sitting and onto your back. Knees to chest, little circle or rock. I'm going to suggest a shoulder stand and plow. Please do not hurt yourself. I'm not there to keep an eye on you, so don't hurt yourself, please. If shoulder stand and plow are not poses that you want to practice, you can just have legs up in the air, which is a great, gentle alternative. You can do that against a wall or with a block or something under your hips for a little extra lift. If you do want to try shoulder stand and plow, really listen to your body. It may not be a good idea today. So you could rock legs overhead, scoot your elbows in, hands to your back. Legs can be up in the air, forming a straight line from your ankles to your shoulders, or a little bit of a break. If your hips want to go back and legs overhead a little bit, that may be your body's way of adjusting so this is not too intense for you. Breathing where you are. If you want to take one or both legs overhead towards plow, you are welcome. Let's see if it is a good idea. It may not be. Whenever the pose feels complete for you, you can roll back down and bring knees back to chest. Try and do that as slowly as you can. I like to grab my feet to slow myself down. You might use your hands on your hips or the floor. We are wrapping up and making our way to our final resting pose. I'm going to suggest a supported fish or even just a regular fish for our final pose. If there's something else you would prefer, please do what feels right for you. Supported fish can be done on any number of things. So if you have yoga blocks, you could try that. You could also use a rolled up yoga mat, a firm blanket, cushion, foam roller, some soup cans with a towel over it. Have whatever you put be pretty high up the upper back, just low enough so your shoulders can fall off, but nowhere near the lower back. If you're using something high, you may want something else supporting your head so that the back of the neck is long and your chin is dropped. Arms can be overhead or out to the side, legs can be bent or straight. Can you relax into the position you're in? If the answer is no, it may be too intense, in which case take it down a notch. Try something softer or lower, or skip the pose entirely. As we do this vulnerable work of expanding our comfort zone, expanding our window of tolerance, our limits, we want to do so gently and carefully. If we blast through our limits, that's how we get hurt or traumatized or not wanting to do that work anymore. So at least here where we do have some control, please go gently. Take the long view. Take the 40-year plan that you don't need to do anything major today, right now. Just feeling where you are, letting it be like this, and over a long period of time, expanding the situations, poses, circumstances where you might be able to relax into. If you were joining me in supported fish and you're ready to release, one gentle way of doing so is to interlace fingers behind your head, lift your chin to your chest. That can take the pressure off. Lean to one elbow, move your things out of your way. And just check in with your body. Is anything else needed? Is there any last pose or stretch or anything you want to do to wind down your practice? You could take a little twist, you could do a self-massage, you could shut off the video and just keep practicing. When you are ready to take your final rest, get as comfortable as you can. Sometimes after a shoulder stand and plow, the lower back can be a little reactive as it's coming back to a more natural length. It's a really deep stretch. So a little something under the knees can help with that. If there's any spasming, you could also do feet on the floor, knees up in the air. And then let and go. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. Let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side and use your hands to help you up to sitting. Come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Hands together at your heart. Taking a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. Namaste. Thank you. That felt great. Thanks for practicing with me. That was good, challenging work we just did. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.